I'm Dr. Marta Wilson. Where there's a will, there's a way. What is will? Will is intention. If I want clear intention, where do I start? I get focused on my goal with such unbending purpose that I refuse to fail, no matter what. Imagine receiving a phone call at work to learn that a loved one, a family member, is gravely ill and needs you immediately. Would you go? What if you had a critical deadline to meet? What if your boss or your customer threatened to fire you? What if that same person locked you in your office? What if you managed to climb out the window, get to your car, and it wouldn't start? Would you still get to your family member? Every time I ask this question, over the past 20 years, every single person always answers, yes, I would get to my loved one. That's an example of clear intention. Intention precedes all of our results. So success requires that we get clear and intentional about the results that we want to create. Speaking of intention, imagine that you are habitually late for work, but you declare to everyone in your office that it's your intention to arrive at work on time every day, starting on Monday morning. Monday morning comes and you're 10 minutes late. What's your excuse? A good 10-minute excuse might be an alarm clock didn't go off, or there was a traffic issue. But you redeclare to everyone at work that tomorrow you will be on time. What if the next day you show up 4 hours late? What's a good 4-hour excuse? That might be a plumbing leak or a flat tire. And yet you redeclare once again, tomorrow I will be on time. The next day you don't even show up at all. You need a whopper of an excuse for that. But now let's imagine that you were guaranteed to receive $1 million in cash for showing up at work on time. What would you do to ensure that you made it happen? You might jump in your car and drive to work at 3 o'clock in the morning and sit in the parking lot until the doors open. You might camp out overnight on the steps of the office building to make sure you are the first one in. You might even handcuff yourself to your desk and not leave the building at all. My point is, when we have clear intention about what we want, we will find a way to make it happen. And what I like to call that is, where there's a will, there's a way. My point is, where there's a will, there's a way. When we have the will to make things happen, we find the way to be it, to do it, or to have it. Finding the way to make things happen lies in our will, not in blaming outside forces.